Hi, welcome to step one, deciding on your niche market. So when we talk about niche market, we're referring to what market that you want to serve. So just in case that you are new towards the concept of a niche market or the definition of a niche, well, the way how I look at it is that a niche is like a pool of people and all of these people share a particular interest. So who are you serving? I'm not referring to like, how old are they, what school they went to, not referring to those, but what is the common interest that all of them have so that you can reach to them with your offer in that sense. So, how do you decide what niche market for you to get into? Well, the simplest way is none other than to focus on your own interests. So, in another word, if you're looking for someone who, or should I say, many people who are interested with digital photography, then perhaps you may have some interest with digital photography. Now, is it a must that you must have interest in the topic? Not really, but it will help you in a sense that it will make you feel more comfortable and at the same time it may give you more confidence because you kind of know what they want and also you kind of understand the jargons and the terms that are going on. Like for instance, when I first started, I got into this self-help niche, but it's a broad niche market. I'm not referring to specific niche market, but it's really broad. I was focusing on the self-help aspect of how to achieve success, right? Now, you don't have to do self-help. I'm just giving you an example how I got started. In fact, until today, I'm still involved with this self-help niche in that sense. So, apart from interest, could it also be like your passion and so on? The answer is yes, but I don't think all passion can be monetized, as I've shared with you previously. But interest is quite common that this can be monetized in a sense. The whole concept of interest is so that you don't feel total clueless of that particular topic, so that you have some idea what it is. So go ahead and think of your interest. Now, you can pause this training if you want. I'm just going to give you the next option. The next option is based on your expertise. So let's say you are expert in say parenting, then you should consider to serve the market of parents who wants to learn how to better parenting to their children. If you are expert in a particular job of yours, let's say you are an executive managing salespeople, then perhaps your niche could be for salespeople, as in like train salespeople on how to improve their sales, how to improve their mindset, and so on. So, what is your expertise? And you can figure out your expertise through many ways. One of it, usually based on your job or your existing business. I mean, if your business is uh, helping clients to do social media, right? Then obviously you probably know about social media marketing, right? And the list goes on. So think about your interest and think about your expertise, or it could be a combination of both, and that's totally fine. All right. So I will go ahead and continue with the training because it doesn't make sense for me to keep quiet when you can literally pause me right now because you're watching through a video. So here are the five preferred topics, assuming that you couldn't think of the niche market that you want to serve. Now, the whole concept of digital e-commerce blueprint is to give you a blueprint so that you can get started really fast, right? And eventually, you can change your niche market if you want to. If not, then just go ahead and choose one of these to kickstart first. All right. So I call this the five preferred topics, as in like these are the market that you can start with. These are the niche market that has been proven to have a market for itself. And at the same time, when I say a market of itself, if you go through this training completely, you realize that I'll teach you how to create your market rather than how to so-called research for your market. And I'm just going a bit advanced, as in like moving forward towards what I'll be teaching later on. The fact is that The market is already in existence. It's just how you are going to reach them, how you're going to serve them. So it's not about like creating the niche market. The market is already in existence, right? And again, you understand all this concept when I walk you through the strategic way of how you create your market. So here we go, the five preferred topics. The first one is none other than money. Money is always the thing that everyone is looking for. No, I'm not saying everyone. You know what I mean, right? It's not like everyone needs money, but generally every single adult, wants to learn how to make more money or save money. So I'm gonna break it down to sub niches when I talk about money. So maybe one of these may be something that you're familiar with, or something that you may have expertise in it, or perhaps you are interested in this particular sub niche. Okay, so here they are: real estate, trading. Trading could be forex trading, stocks trading, options trading. There's all kinds of trading out there. Um, when it comes to trading, there are newsletters out there that makes a killing with just selling tips or the latest research on particular stocks and so on, right? And feng shui slash metaphysics. Metaphysics, it's feng shui is part of metaphysics, so it's a very broad market and it's a very hot market, whether it's to the Asian market or to the Western market, right? So this is a type of knowledge where with the proper metaphysics skill set and feng shui, well, it is believed that someone could attract more wealth, or should I say, make money in that sense. Okay, and the next one is the classic online business, like how to make money from online business. So online business itself breaks into like many smaller niche market. Like for instance, my expertise, I don't teach about physical products, e-commerce. I teach specifically digital e-commerce, where my expertise, my forte, and the message that I bring forward, the message that I teach, it's how to build a business based on content and monetize the content. And the content could be in the form of information, it could be the knowledge and so on, and you package it like what I'm teaching you right now. So I'm a big believer in this business model because it is so, what's the word, it is so what's the word that I'm looking for? It is a business that you can branch out to so many opportunities. You can create your own funnel, you can do cross promotion, all this kind of cool stuff which I'll be covering with you later on. All right. And then there's cryptocurrency. I'm not sure when you're watching this training right now. And whenever you watch it, I think cryptocurrency will still be there. So cryptocurrency are like bitcoins, right? And lots of people are now learning on how to make money from cryptocurrencies, or in this case, from bitcoins. So this is a topic of money. So if you have interest about money or you have expertise about money, and if one of these is something that connects with you, well, you can choose one of these. But of course, like I said, money it's so wide that I may not even list some of the sub niche here. So if you have others that you think of, you can with all means go ahead and use that as well. Next, it's wellness. Okay. Now, for the wellness aspect, wait, when I talk about wellness, I'm not referring to health. So there's a difference of health and wellness. Health is usually for those people who are having some kind of illness, they are not healthy and they're looking for a solution, a remedy to solve their health problem. Well, wellness is not speaking to the unhealthy market. Now, I'm not saying negative or positive. I'm not referring to like unhealthy. I'm not referring to that. I'm saying that I'm not serving those who are having problems, but I'm serving those who want to have better well-being, right? Means that they are healthy, but now they care about their health. They want to maintain it, or they want to improve upon it. All right. And why I choose that from marketing perspective? Because when it comes to the wellness industry, a consumer may continue to buy many products from you. Um, they may continue strive to improve themselves. Whereas the health market, it's more like a one-time off For instance, someone who wants to learn how to quit smoking, right? So you could have a digital product, a content, right, to be delivered to your potential customers as a say an ebook, and your potential customer may have read it and solved the smoking problem. And when that is solved, it means that is sort of the end of the relationship for the time being or permanently, right? Because you're solving the health problem. Whereas wellness, it's something that you continue to build relationship with your customers, and that's the business that I want to be in. I want to continue serving my customers, and they are happy with that. So if they're happy, they'll continue to buy from you, and it's a win-win relationship, which means that you're not being a salesperson, so to speak. You are actually adding value to them. All right. So here are some of the suggested topics that you can go for: youth slash anti-aging, detox slash cleansing, beauty, fitness, etc. So let me just go through with you quickly on touch base on this. Youth slash anti-aging. Well, in short, everyone, not everyone, I mean, again, it's just like the same concept of money. Not everyone loves money or like money, but generally, um, nobody want to reject money in that sense, right? Same thing with youth and anti-aging. Generally, everyone wants to look young. I mean, me included. I'm also a victim of that. I want to make sure that I have my youth, so that I can have the energy. I can remain my looks and all of that, and all of those cool stuff, right? Anti-aging is the same concept. It slows down the aging process, or it sort of makes someone looks much more younger compared to his or her current age. Detox cleansing, it's basically uh, to ease them with their past motion and all this kind of process. And detox cleansing can also be a form of weight loss, because sometimes someone it's what's the word called? I'm looking for a word to replace fat, because this is not fat. This is bloated, right? Someone is bloated because they have lots of stuff that should not be in their body in that sense. So they need to have detox and cleansing. Okay. Beauty is self-explanatory, just to become more beautiful. Then fitness could be having a slim body, could be having six-pack muscles, could be having awesome biceps, and so on. So now, what I want you to review carefully here, when I choose all of these subtopics, there's a reason for it. Now, we're in the business of either solving a problem with the digital content, or helping them to accelerate their success. So these topics are chosen where they are able to allow them to see a before and after results. And that's important for your business. You want to be in a business where after they have consumed your content, they'll be able to see, hey, it works, and now they look younger, or they become less bloated, or they have removed the bloated body, or they could do better pass motions, right? They are able to cleanse away all the bad stuff in their body, and they can see that, right? Because the acne starts to disappear and so on. Beauty, obviously, if you can help someone to become more beautiful, they'll be able to see that right away in the mirror. And fitness, of course, you can see that physically. So choosing a topic where they can see results is very important for you to build good relationship with your customers, and also to have continuous business relationship, right? The next one is parenting. I can also call it children. So this niche goes across the board for all countries, right? And this include intelligence, creativity, behavioral, in the sense that some parents may have children that are hyperactive, right? And is there any tips, is there any approach that can maybe let them be less hyperactive without using any drugs, and all this kind of stuff that can harm their body, right? Intelligence. Every parents want their children to become, well, more intelligent. Creativity is something that is very important nowadays. Creativity can also lead to being savvy, because as much as intelligence is important, but in today's time, I think a child needs to have creativity, and need to learn how to quote unquote adapt into the environment, and that is being savvy. So by just being intelligent, academically it's good, but eventually the behavior and being creative, being savvy is more important, right? But what if all of those could be integrated when the children is still children, right? Let me just check my headset here to make sure that the sound quality is all working well. So we have money, we have wellness, we have parenting slash children, and what's the next one? The next one is self-help, the one that I mentioned to you in the beginning. So when we talk about self-help, self-help is so massive. I mean, we have so many subcategories for self-help. So what I did is that I've extracted some of those that has probably higher chance of success, and their subconscious mind. Subconscious mind has a lot of categories, including law of attraction, how to connect with the universe, and many other teachings with subconscious mind. For instance, if you read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he even covered a portion of subconscious mind inside there. So this is big, right? How to tap onto your subconscious mind, how to increase your intelligence by tapping to your subconscious mind, how to attract wealth with subconscious mind, and so on. Speed reading, as how it sounds, how to be able to, well, read faster. Memory improvement, and even persuasion. Persuasion could be the tactical skill of persuasion, like mirroring, body language. It could be persuasion that is more subconscious level, perhaps. So, as you can see, there are many teaching out of each of this category. Now, if you see here, I didn't put like motivation. I didn't put those type of topics or subtopics, and the reason is because if you use like motivation, you'll be competing with big brands, and try to avoid competing with big brands when you first start, or big authors, speakers, and so on. Like for instance, right, if let's say you go and you compete with say Les Brown, okay, like one of the most successful motivational speaker in the world, and they could buy your product for say $40-$50, or they could buy Les Brown books and his audio course and all this kind of stuff. You see where I'm coming from? But when you tap into like subconscious mind topic, not tap. See how this subconscious mind is going to my mind right now? Okay, when you choose like subconscious mind, you may have a type of approach, a different approach that the mainstream may not have. So you have something unique to uh, so-called pitch about it. Um, the old school way of saying is that you have your own USP, unique selling proposition. That is the old school teaching. And then you have speed reading and memory improvement and all kind of stuff. There are less people who are able to do that. And even though there are say authority in those topics, you can still branch out separately, because hey, you have your own unorthodox method to speed read, to memory improvement, to persuade, and so on. All right. And the last one is unique skills or unique knowledge that you have or you can find in that sense. And I use the word find because if you remember the previous module, I mentioned to you that you can always partner with someone who have the knowledge, who is the so-called authority of that topic. You focus on building the business like what you're doing right now, going through the training. So here are some ideas: drawing, like how to draw portraits and so on. Painting, I would say that you can include here as well. Public speaking, like how to present, how to overcome their fear of speaking on stage. Calligraphy, calligraphy depending on what language, right? What culture. Like even Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, you probably know that he learns calligraphy as well. It doesn't mean that calligraphy has to be writing Chinese words, okay? And uh, face reading is like there's an ancient art towards that. Like you can tell someone's character, you can predict someone's future by reading his or her face. And then of course hobbies. There are all kinds of hobbies from a very niche hobby such as collecting some certain items topic like collecting teddy bears. Now I'm not asking you to do that niche, but I'm just trying to give you an example of something that is very unique. So what kind of hobby that you may have? Well, there is a market for that, just so you know. If you have that hobby, it's very likely that the whole world, right, there are others who like the hobby as well. So now this particular training here, this module, it is about you deciding on your niche market. Okay, so you don't go to the next training until you decide on your niche market. So I've already given you the answers here. If you really couldn't think of your interest or your expertise, just choose one of these. Just choose one of the big topics: money, wellness, parenting, children, self-help, or and unique skill or knowledge, right? And if you still couldn't decide on the subtopic of the market, then use one of those that I've given to you here. Do this, make sure you get this done, then only you go to the next module. Promise me, do that. All right. See you in the next training module.